Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing the next coat of paint on this. It's been about 2 weeks and I haven't given you guys an update, so let's get to it. I have my layers planned out, and just as a refresher, it started out with blue and then I went red. What we're going to do next is yellow on the hydrogens. So all of these small ones are going to get a coat of yellow. The carbons, which are all of these kind of greenish and red ones, those are all going to get a coat of blue next. The nitrogens, which are these purpley ones, are also going to get a coat of blue next. And the sulfur, which is this purple one here, is going to get a coat of yellow. And then oxygen, which is this one down here, this red one, is going to get a coat of green. And then from there, I have my next coats planned out for most of them, and it depends on what this coat looks like. So enough talking, let's just paint, shall we? To let this dry for at least a few days, possibly longer. The blue paint was super oily when it was coming out of the tube, so it might take a little bit longer to dry. But so far my thoughts on it are the hydrogen atoms kind of look putrid right now, and I'm hoping that they'll look a little bit nicer after the next coat of paint, which is going to be white. It just feels like the purple and yellow together really made some nasty vomit color, which I think is working okay for the sulfur atom, but the hydrogen atoms don't look so good. But we might have to do a little bit more layering than just those colors. So other thoughts, the carbon atoms, they just got a coat of blue today. They are looking pretty on par with what I want. The next coat for the carbon atoms is going to be purple, so I think adding the purple over this is going to really darken it enough that it's going to be what I want it to be for a final coat. The 4 nitrogen atoms I feel are not what I want. They are much darker than I want, and they are much more purple than I want. So I think those are going to take a custom mix of paint. Up until this point, it's just been pure paint straight from the tube to differentiate from the carbon atoms and to help them be closer to the actual color that I want. I think I'm going to have to do either a thin layer of white over this, followed by blue, or just mixing a custom shade of blue, which is I think what I'm leaning more towards. And then I've been thinking about the background, and I think I'm going to do a black background, so the shadows around the molecule as though it's laying flat on a surface and we're looking down at it, and then some like highlights around here to help distinguish the shadows from the surface and have some like as though it's like a little bit of a shiny surface. And I think having some extra highlights up in this area will help balance out the molecule being a little bit more lower on the canvas and to the left. Yeah, I think overall it's going well. That's it for the 4th layer. I'll see you in a couple weeks once it's dry and ready to go. In the meantime, here's another video you can watch, and thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos every week. Bye!